further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So here we have Baldur's Gate. I do have quite a few mods installed, not nearly as many as I normally have on PlayStation, but here you can see a majority of them are all cosmetic. The only one that I wouldn't consider cosmetic is going to be the underwear rituals, and that one I mainly just have just for convenience sake. I wouldn't say that at any point in time this is like a cheating one or it makes the game easier. It just kind of, I don't want to have to focus on spells that hard. But again, like I said, for this first one, we're just going to be going ahead and making our character and then kind of going from there. So this is not the first time that I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. I have probably about 13 other characters that have gone live, and out of those 13, I think 7 have completed the game. The rest are all either co-op playthroughs or just playthroughs where I'm not loving the character, so I might have to redo them a little bit, but that's quite all right. So I always favor the custom kind of playthrough instead of trying to do just the balanced kind of story mode. I've already done the story mode about 2 or 3 times. So since that one's already been done, I kind of just like to go with the custom ones instead. So the custom playthrough, what it's going to be and what you're going to end up doing is that you can kind of tell it how you want the game to go. So as we see here, you can kind of change all of these rule sets that you have going on. So you can have the standard rule set or the honor mode one, and that's going to give you that kind of just that one save, and then once everyone dies, you're done. We're gonna go ahead and put that back to standard though, because I'm not about that life. So single save, I am going to probably save scum a few times for a few different roles, so we're gonna leave that off as well. Enemy aggression, I do like to make that in tactician, just because it gives the game a little bit more of a sense of you need to have stuff going on, you need to know what's going on. Character power, we're going to balance that out as well with tactician. Enemy loadouts and then additional combat mechanics, I just leave as balanced. Awesome, that's so cool. Again, for your first time playing, story mode is always kind of the easy way to go. And not easy because like you're going to win everything, but easy as in you get used to everything. And then afterwards, you can kind of play around with it a bit. Nice. I do believe, like, even if you start in story mode, you can always kind of go through and change up the custom settings if you want them, and then it becomes a custom game. That way, if you're kind of like, I want a bit more of a challenge or I want something different, you can kind of change that for you as well. So enemy critical hits, just like it sounds, if the enemy can do a crit on you, you can do one on them. No death saving throws. This one kind of becomes a pain if, say you're in like a certain area and a character gets knocked off a cliff, but they don't immediately become a little soul spirit, and you have to go res them. You then have to go down to them and res them. Sure, I'll do my best to answer it. I've played it a few times. Can't say I've done every single thing. My first playthrough though was about I want to say like 140, 130 hours. And I'm lazy, I don't like to go back to camp all that often, so I make the short rest be a full heal instead of just a partial heal. And then for prompting reactions, I like to turn that on, mainly because if you have a character who's ever doing any sort of charms or anything and someone runs by them, you want to be able to prompt that reaction and say, do you want to hit the character that's charmed? Because if not, they're going to run away, or maybe they're turn undead or they're fearful or anything like that. Alright, so in the hag layer, is there a way to save the masked people without killing the hag? Oh, anytime that with the hag layer, this is your first time, so I don't want to go too spoiler heavy, but just turn on, you know, in your circle that you could do the damage on, hit them with the melee attack, but make sure you have non-lethal turned on. Do that fight with the people that are there, and then immediately go and fight Ethel. If you fight the people beforehand with the masks on, and then leave and come back, they'll be back to full health and you have to do the fight all over again. So when you fight the people with the masks on, make sure you have non-lethal turned on and hit them with a melee attack. You can't non-lethal a spell or any projectiles or anything like that. So make sure you melee them, knock them out, and then immediately go fight her. And then you should get the option to still get that power and get that reward. I've done that in multiple ones, begrudgingly to some of the other people in my party. But I'm going to take a perk whenever I can get the perk. Once you finish everything and she leaves, you can go back and you can take off their masks. But you don't want to take off their masks, like loot them, before she's gone. Because then she kind of is considered dead for that moment. And then later on, things happen. But at that moment, when she flees, she's considered not active in that area anymore. I can also do it in one of my other playthroughs that I have going on and PlayStation, and check back in and let you know how many innocent people I've killed. Hide difficulty. We don't want to hide the difficulty because we want to know what our goal is. But I do want to be able to check that difficulty before rolling. Battle them after she leaves. I think every time after the hag layer, I've always just gone out to the little circle afterwards. I've never gone back into that room once they're unconscious. Because I know as long as she's not active in an area and you loot off their masks, they'll still be considered alive. Just unconscious. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start the game in this one. Sure thing. I mean, depending on how fast you go through the game and how fast I get through this one, I could definitely try it on this one and see how many of them I can help this time, as opposed to leaving them to dwell there. I don't know how many people have seen this kind of opening cutscene. Don't worry about being slow. You're just enjoying the game. The whole point of Baldur's Gate is kind of a play it at your own pace and play it how you like to play it. So it's not really about fast or slow. Just do it however you want to play it. And it's about storytelling too. So I don't know about other people playing this, but I've always kind of tried to make a character for my game, a character for the playthrough. So no, just have fun with it. And especially when you get further into like Act 2 and Act 3, there's so much to do that if you try to speed through any of it, you're going to really be putting yourself at risk later on of not having what you need. Oh. No matter how many times I see this scene. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Nope. I hate it so much. I usually just skip over it, but I figured for this time and recording it and having it out there, maybe there's someone out there who hasn't seen it. Okay. So this might be stereotypical, but I'm gonna go with a tiefling, just mainly because I love tieflings. I like them. And we're gonna go just straight custom character. We're not gonna be doing any Dark Urge or any of that. But who knows? Depending how it goes, maybe we'll do Dark Urge kind of same playthrough. Oh, the guy at the very beginning, his sword. Yeah, I think that one is so overpowered at the beginning, and you can get through so much with that sword. Yeah, I like Alfira, and I kind of want her to do a little bit more. She has a sweet story when everything comes down to it, but I do wish you could kind of have her around a bit more. And let's see. We'll go intimidating for this one. Let's see. I'm very tempted to just kind of like random. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 12. Do I have a D12 near me? I don't. I feel like she would make a really interesting companion to have with you. Definitely wouldn't get bored. Definitely kind of have like another bard in the party. It would make it a lot of fun. You know what? Let's go with Paladin, because I feel like I haven't played Paladin in a very long time. Alright, I'll pick our Oath. I like Ancients. Devotion is, I don't want to say boring, but it feels a little lackluster with the kind of perks that you get later on. Yeah, I've only played a bard once, and that's in a game that I'm doing co-op with some other people, mainly for support. I usually main clerics and druids, so bard is very different for me. I don't want to say I don't understand it, because I mean, you could play it however you want it. But personality-wise, I'd say I'm probably not what you would label as a stereotypical bard. So Oath of the Crown, Ideals of Civilization, Serving the Laws, Vengeance. I feel like Vengeance is probably the most popular one, to just let people have vengeance on what's going on. And then Ancients. So there's light and dark, and you go against it. But I do like that Healing Radiance. Let's go ahead and go with that. Nice. Yeah, I respect a couple of the characters from time to time. I like making Karlach a paladin. I feel like that's kind of one that she gets changed into a lot. The last, I want to say probably about maybe 2 or 3 games that I had, I made Will into a cleric. Just because then that way I have him in my party more. Because like warlocks are great and they're a lot of fun, but I'm not familiar with playing them. So it's really hard for me to spec them out in the right way. But clerics I know. Clerics I can do that. Oh, are you using the one where you can have like a cup more than just the normal 4 to go out with you? I've thought about doing that one, but then I get easily distracted. You'll have to let me know how it goes. I've seen it work with a couple people, but I know I would get way too distracted, or turns would just take forever. Well, we haven't done Outlander before. We'll do that one. I feel like there's a joke that could be made with Outlander, but... Now the fun part.
What was that?
That works for me. And like I said, we have quite a few mods going on here. Oh, my Lanta. Some of these, though, I'm going to be honest, I cannot tell the difference. Ooh, Fighter Warlock sounds like a fun combo. And also the advantage of having that multiple attack and then getting that short rest to get all your spells back. It sounds like it's going to be super lethal. Such a baby face. I like the ones that add the textures in. Let's see. Charlie? I don't know what makes that a Charlie. I'm sure there's a reference I'm not getting, but that's totally fine. And I can almost guarantee whatever I make right now is going to change probably about 4 or 5 times throughout this whole campaign. So I won't get too attached to anything. Well, also depending on like how early you are in the game, it can definitely take some time to build up. The last time that I did anything with multi-classing, it was mainly Gale, where he's the cleric. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit because I think every time I've finished Act 1, I've probably been level 5, like comfortably going into Act 1.5, I would say. But it's always hard too, because then you're like, am I levels 2 and 2? Am I 3 and 1? How am I splitting it? Exactly, yeah. That works with my neutral tone that definitely has a warm undercurrent to it, but that's fine. I'm gonna give her a lot of freckles. Oh, 7 and 5. Nice. Which one is gonna be your main? Are you gonna main fighter or main the Hexblade? Give her a little bit of vitiligo. Yeah. Hexblade does get some pretty nice spells and effects. Oops, I gotta actually select the thing. That's a good job. There we go. I've seen a couple other videos with Hexblade of just making it absolutely broken. And I feel like if I were to do it, then I would have to like follow a tutorial the whole time. Or just like read somebody else's guide. Or probably just stumble through the entire thing myself. Sometimes that's just more fun. Yep, get that extra attack in there. That's gonna be perfect. And then you're just gonna become a machine later on. It feels very Paladin-y. Change that up a little bit. Oh, never mind. I know color theory. No. That works. I mean, her hair is definitely going to change color, so I'm not going to get too caught up on that one right now. Oh, that's right. Oh no, I think I did download the mod to give me way too many colors for everything, which is never a good option when I cannot make a decision to save my life. But that's alright. Yeah, there's a few parts of the game where it's hard to go back to regular tabletop afterwards because you're so used to how the game works as opposed to how it would work in actual, like, playing with other people. Unless you have, like, a DM who is super down with changing things up and whatnot. But I think that probably happened quite a bit with this game where a lot of people went to play with others. There we go, that matches. And it became a whole different setup. Which I'm not opposed to in any way. I feel like sometimes people get so bogged down in like tabletop rules. And it's just really about telling a story and having a fun time with one another. Not to say that there shouldn't be rules or there can't be. I feel like sometimes we get lost in the sauce. Oopsies. I know what I'm doing. Let's give her a little bit darker of a lip. Because if we're going to be running around Faerun, why not? Okay, now what mods are here? These ones. I do like that one a bit. Using a great sword. Yeah. And luckily with Fighter, you get the ability to have the great sword. So I feel like with that one, especially with looting the one from Avernus, it kind of gives you that advantage. So much going on right there. How about this one? There we go. We'll make her pretty basic. It's funny that you mentioned using a glaive, because I was using one with my last cleric that I had, and I don't know, maybe I just didn't, whoa. Yeah, I need to download more hair colors, because this is not happening. Yeah, let's keep them more neutrally. Oh, my Lanta, no. Yeah, that, like, I tried with my cleric to make her more of a Dexy, kind of go against what I've normally made for clerics. Make her not so reliant on spells, but it just... I just finished Act 3 with her, and it was rough, for sure. I'm not liking any of these. Ugh. Not that pink is a bad hair color, but just... Oh my gosh, after having so many different options, it's like, how do you go back? How do you go back to only 30 colors? Oh, see, here they are. This is becoming a very, like, normal looking character. I'm so excited for you to get further into the game. It's especially like your first time playing. Heck, even like... Oh, she has vitiligo. So essentially, where did it go? It's up here. Right here. So it just kind of is like there's no pigment in that part of her skin. So you can make it higher or lower. Just kind of something different to have her look a little bit... I mean, she's already gonna not look like a normal NPC, but make her look slightly different. We'll ignore graying for now. Okay, let's see, what horns did we get? Oh, these don't even have... Oh, okay. This is my first time playing on PC for Baldur's Gate, so I have these mods. I don't know what I downloaded. Oh, okay. That's a lot. Oh. That's suspicious. Oh. I'm normally on PS5, but for this one I normally like would bring it over and plug it in, but this is the first time trying any of this kind of stuff. So it's definitely a learning curve. I do know you get a lot more mod options on PC than you do on PlayStation. Oh, good old Mizora. So that is probably dangerous for me to have all of these open and available for me right now. Because this is probably what's going to take the longest of any game. I do love these ones. Like, they're kind of like the baby version of these ones. Ooh, I've not seen these before. Oh, those are like antleries. Those are super antlers. That go forward. Oh my gosh. Okay. Love. I love. Let's go. I always try to match the base to like a skin color, but I don't remember what her skin color is. Let's try. Nope, too dark. Oh, click the wrong button. Okay, that kind of works. Very deserty type of a vibe, a feel. Okay, that works. But then I don't like her tattoo color. Like I said, this normally takes a good chunk of time, and then usually by the time I'm into the game, as soon as I can get to that mirroring camp, it changes again. Where are we going? Where are we going? There we go. Makeup. Oh, and then tattoo. Let's change her tattoo a bit. There we go. Don't know how she has any peripheral vision, but that's okay. We're gonna go anyway. Now the hardest part in any of these is just what are we gonna name? Oh, I'm gonna make me type in a name. I guess we could go. We'll keep it simple for this first one.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
And now my guardian. Go ahead and just make him kind of the male version of me. Although I will say, if I could make him a little Roland 2.0 or Zevlor, either one. I think that is Zevlor's skin, his face. I think that's Roland. I don't remember. Give him... I think he does have more of the golden eyes. See, much like you would have Alfira, if I could have Roland, I'd be fine with that. Give me your horns. Oh no, here. You know his hair is here. There we go. And give him some brown. And we'll change his hordes around. Try to keep him as neutral as possible. Yeah. Let's go. I'm always intrigued as to where their armor comes from. Like, I know it just is kind of like part of them, but I'm like, how? Is there someone like, is there a whole division of mind players that is just responsible for the clothing? Oh, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Like I said, this is my first time kind of doing anything like this, so I will probably be randomly quiet at points in time too, because I will forget and I will just be watching the animatics or the cutscenes. Foreshadowing what happens in his little pot. The symbol in Avernus always makes me think of a Monster energy drink with the little 3 lines. I'm pretty sure it has significance in what it is. Maybe it's the level of Avernus that we were in. And yay.
My head. Dead. Good.
And here is where I become the loot goblin of everything I can see I take.
We are here. Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us. Please. Before they return. They return.
Never a good start to fail that, but that's okay.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
The enemy. So many enemies. Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
So typically on this screen, if you press the right like Joy-Con in, you'll be able to kind of see what you need to be doing. I know sometimes on PC it defaults to showing those. I don't know why it doesn't on PlayStation. But if you kind of click in, you'll be able to see what you have a higher stat in. I'm very tempted to save right now to make sure that we get this, but let the dice roll as they will. Yay! We did it.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat.
Nah. Actions have consequences. Spare it for now.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. Us. We are us.
Our first friend.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Let's go. Come on, little squishy friend. Oh. We're gonna have to watch everything you touch.
throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
I love the detail to her skin.
What is this?
Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
As I'm just sitting here with my mouth open, watching Lizelle, listening to her talk.
Who am I? Your only chance of survival. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing,
You know,
it will remain tame as long as it believes
normal
we are
Friday.
thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come. Never a dull moment.
oh, that's right. I need to change it so that I have to hold down Y. I've ended many a combat accidentally.
You've made a grave mistake. I will ascend. On the move. Come on, can't stay idle. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Yeah.
You prove surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the house.
And now to take everything from everyone. Yeah.
The ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late. Gave machinery. I can make no sense of it.
Avoid Shadowheart for now, just because I don't want to get locked in dialogue. We'll come back for you, girl. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got people I can steal from. I guess it's not stealing if they're
How many
dead,
hosts of
right?
this gay infected?
Maybe it is.
A rune. But for what?
All this stuff we can sell later on.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
console appears dormant. The console hums to life.
Ooh, that's right. Paladins are not smart. They have street smarts, just not book smarts.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous
Most of the time.
squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
She said it. The best line in all of Baldur's Gate.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
And then before we go
What am I
any
to do?
further, go ahead. We don't need Shield of Faith, but good old command.
What to do?
For no particular reason at all.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Yank.
Should auto save. There we go.
Brawl. Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves! We will connect them.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
We're gonna give you 2 shots to do this, Shadowheart. Can you reach him? Yep, you can. Perfect. Chef's kiss. No notes.
What now? Blood follows me everywhere. I am fury. I am death. Open up.
found something useful.
Blood comes easy these days. Best be on my way.
I never use these things, so we'll use it now.
I am fury. I am death.
You can do all of that, but I need you to go steal that sword. Thank you.
Hurry, before they strike.
She already got that, yeah. Try this stone.
Focus, strike true.
Well, so much for peace. Very well.
That's right, the Cambions never have anything. Perfect, perfect. Let's go.
Time to strike. Make way.
In the woods.
My wounds are too much to bear.
Well, this took a turn.
Pride is mine.
Nearly out of sky. It's now or never. Heading there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Take you.
Have fun doing whatever you're doing. I know you said we'd be back, but still have fun doing whatever it is.
I won't give in.
Oh, very nice, very nice. It'll probably be later on in the day. This Friday was kind of a weird timing. But you'll definitely get notifications. Oh, awesome. Happy early birthday. Sounds like maybe you're doing like a staycation, or if you get to do anything fun, I hope it's exciting. Hope it's everything you dreamed it would be.
I am fury. I am death.
Yay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so then it's family. At least it's not like you have to choose between the two things, or they're doing a birthday instead of your birthday. But nice that you get to do it tonight,
Nothing
and then you
will
get your
stand in
whole
my
day
way.
to you.
I'll strike you down. Breathe deep and move.
Let's go. That's right.
Swift and lethal. Consider me intrigued.
Golazale.
The helm's alien transponder.
It's appropriate that it's
Made
her.
it in time.
That's true, that's true. After you're old enough where you can... Such a loud dragon. After you're old enough to be able to, like, rent a car without insurance or get your own insurance, they just keep coming. As long as they keep coming. I am not familiar with the staking party. So I guess I can too say that I do not stake. You have no idea how many times I've watched this cutscene and how many times, or just recently realized that those are two characters that we see later on. Good old Minthara. Okay. I was like, are you like chasing vampires or something? I haven't rollerbladed for probably about, I don't even remember when. Probably about 10 years or so. But I know I can rollerblade. I could never roller skate. Oh, that's alright. I can't tell you how many times I have to type something multiple times into my phone. It has no idea what I'm trying to say. You got
As
it.
you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Now we steal everything on the beach. I'll come back for her, guys. Don't worry.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby. More of those wretched things.
You can jump pretty high. Taking all the things. I think there's stuff here. I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm misremembering. That's okay.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
Best part of the
Approach
game.
the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone? Ow! Perhaps I should have clarified? Hmm? A helping hand? Anyone?
Thank goodness.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Ah! Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
Pure cinema, right there.
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you?
I love that
A
reading.
doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Sure. Strength is my main class here. I can't do any of the things.
I suppose few enough can. Not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
I guess.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you.
Anytime.
I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Okay, I'll stop twirling. Let's go.
flare. And it's hurt.
Approach with extreme caution.
No.
Injured mind flare is still a danger.
We're not giving him a chance.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
I guess we have to go collect Astarion. I say that begrudgingly, but knowing I have romanced him in a few
I've got one of those
playthroughs.
brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
I forget I'm a paladin, so I
Can
have
you
to
see
do
it?
like the honorable things.
Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
Let's see.
Couldn't agree more.
Oh.
But if you use that knife, I will incinerate you.
Second
And
best
your
line so
friend
far.
with me.
See, I have a problem though. Like I grew up with like Pokemon and
I
everything.
saw
I've
you
got to
on the
collect
ship.
everything and everyone I can.
Didn't I? Not? Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks did to me. Don't lie to me.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Oh. 15. I'd say what's the worst that can happen, but we've had all good ones so far. Hey! And the luck keeps coming.
I saw into your mind.
That is true.
They took you.
And we are a paladin of
Just
the
the same as
ancients,
me.
so we care
And
more
to
about
think,
light
I
versus
was
dark.
ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I mainly do it because the robes are green. And I have a thing for green.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. You know, I was ready to go this alone.
Picking up strays left and right.
But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea.
That's cool.
And anyone that can crash a mind flare ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
I guess we should go get Shadowheart now. Oh, I guess I could have fast traveled. My bad. Oh well. We'll take the scenic route. None of it's gonna cost us hit points, so there we go. Alrighty, boys, let's go. Ooh, this one might cost us. I don't want to trigger. Hi. There we go. And get that us all. Perfect.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling.
It's like, yes, Shadowheart. Thank you for pointing out the
then
obvious here.
nothing.
We've all made it.
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
I give sass to all of these characters, but I do
Shouldn't have wished to live
appreciate
in more
each and every
interesting
one.
times.
They all have wonderful stories. Even Lizelle. I know she's sometimes not always a fan favorite, but it's okay. Lizelle, the green yellow one, the Githyanki or Githyanki. I mean, you don't have to like romance her or anything. She definitely comes off very abrasive at the beginning, but also remembering that she's probably, I mean, obviously besides your Tav, how you play them, she's probably the youngest of all of you. She's anywhere from 18 to 22, so it's, I think we all knew someone like that around that age, that time frame. And just because the attacks are hilarious when he's blade singing, we're going to make him a dancing boy. Shield. Yeah. Actually, we'll let her keep command. That'll make for some fun interactions later on. Alright, let's go.
Need to find a way forward.
Characters are always so slow.
Intellect of ours. A thinking man's worst nightmare.
Let's have some courage.
Survival is all that matters.
Was
Wonder if
that
the gods are
overkill?
watching me.
Probably.
Let's have some fun.
Increase inventory. In what way? What do you? Seriously, girly pop.
No choice but to keep going.
Oh,
Death won't take
it's
me
okay.
yet.
I normally respect Shadowheart anyway from
Perhaps
a
our survival
trickster.
isn't such a distant prospect.
Trickster's fine for her, her story and all, but listen, I got better use for her. Class-wise, that sounded much more menacing than I meant it to. Let's go, come on. Okay. Then we'll go up here. I usually make her either a life domain, or there's a couple times I've made her a war
Worth checking
domain.
for supplies,
But
maybe.
since I'm playing Paladin, I probably won't make her the war one, just because I have my own character that can do kind of the big heavy attacks and everything. The only time I respect her into a totally different, yeah, light domain is also really nice. I played, usually when I do like tabletop, I've played the light domain one just because fire good. And then we'll get Lae'zel. Let's see if we're charming enough to talk her out of this mess.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I love the idea that we're just standing here staring at each other, no words happening, and the tieflings are just like, yeah, that's totally fine. They're just staring at each other for long periods of time.
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
Always try to default to the class options. Okay. Well, this is awkward.
Demaze, let's
No. I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
kill them.
Listen, I know I said I would be save scumming and going back to do things, but I also don't want to risk Lae'zel dying. Again, she has her uses later on. I think I'm literally going to break my oath doing this, but oh well.
Dimessa, watch out!
For the story. Oh, okay. Don't hurt my wizard, please. Okay.
Got to press on.
Okay. I guess there's no going back now.
Important is ever easy. Time for some bloody work.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Stand up here. There we go. She does not like these tieflings.
Where do I go from here?
Yep.
A spasm grips your chest. Your strength falters. An emptiness grows within you, Paladin. Something has been lost.
Broken your oath, Paladin. At the close of day, I will be waiting for you. We have much to discuss.
They all look so concerned for me. I guess we might as well get her down from the cage.
Well, hello.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
I mean, I lost my oath for her, so, you know.
You may as well suggest the cure I offer will suffice as thanks. The party's full. You'll need to make room. Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
All right, what now?
Oh no. Oh goodness. Well, we'll lock in that decision. We'll save it. Alright, so I think that's a good place to kind of end for now. Still getting used to the setup and everything, and I feel like an hour and a half is a good step into Baldur's Gate. We've literally not done too much except, you know, gained a level, lost an oath. So great times had by all. Thank you, Timothy, for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you again on another stream for more bad decisions, more of losing things, and everything else. Have a good one. I hope you have fun at your friend's niece's party, and I hope you have a great staycation. Yeah. Bye.